Hello, welcome back to Super Buddies Forever Salon Time.
Yay!
Look who we have here on episode 3. Have you watched episode 2? Curly hair down to straight. That will never happen again. Okay, well maybe I'll learn some things. Maybe Honey Swamp in about a year. Anyway, today we have NEFERA DENILE. Jeez, I'm glad she's here. This was about one of Gracie's first dolls and first 5. And we didn't realize how valuable she was. And Gracie was 5 years old, 6 years old then. So you can see she gave it quite the haircut. And I'm going to try and fix it up. It also has very greasy head.
Right here?
Super greasy hair.
Gosh.
Yeah, it sticks up. It does its own thing. So it is in desperate need of a wash. It smells horrible from the glue coming through. This doll definitely needs some attention. This one will be interesting because I have done Cleo's with the tinsel. The tinsel works out really well with this fabric softener. Due to Gracie's hair cutting skills here, I'll have to go by the shortest area. And I think what I have planned for her is, don't worry, NEFERA, it'll be okay. We'll fix you up. I think what I have in plan for her is called Asymmetrical Bob. I had to look that word up.
That's basically like Audrey from Radio Age Games.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
So that's our plan for her. And this will be a ton shorter than the last episode. Keep on watching.
Bye.
Make NEFERA look
bye.
gorgeous. Well, I gave Miss NEFERA 2 washes with mild soap. And as you can see, that did not get rid of the grease very well. As a matter of fact, it seemed to make it gummier. This is probably the most greased up headed one I've ever done, so this is going to be interesting. I also noticed that she has 2 different hands. I don't remember switching that out. I wonder who has NEFERA's hand, her other left hand. Anyway, I'm going to put her in fabric softener, half water. Don't forget, get your parents' permission, or just make sure you use very much caution, because fabric softener, if you splash or get it on your clothes and some fabrics, it will stain your clothes. I am going to set her in there, use her legs to kind of balance her, and I'm going to leave her in overnight to really penetrate that smell and soften all this up. I did not brush it or comb it before this because of the tinsel. I don't want to agitate that too much, especially with all that greasy glue gunk in there. So we'll see you tomorrow and see how this goes. Night night. I've got my hot and cold salon sinks ready. This was heated in the microwave for 2 minutes. That has ice water, obviously. Here's Miss NEFERA. All I did was gave it a simple comb, rinsed out the fabric softener, not completely, and then put it in this contraption, because the first step I want to do is make it straight. And I did that in Toralei episode 1, so I'm not going to repeat that on video. You can check that out if you need to see how I did it. I did it all the way up to the top. So I'm going to put her in the hot water for about 30, 40, 50 seconds. I'll have to do this back and forth a little bit. When I comb her, I think that the most important part with the tinsel especially is having a comb with soft rounded edges, edge teeth, compared to a rat tail which is pointing. That would damage the fibers on the tinsel especially. It's not good for the doll hair anyway, from personal experience. As well, the tinsel, when I did Cleo's, she had much more bad shape tinsel. So the ones that were really bad and frayed out right to looking like fabric, I just got really close to the skull and snipped those off. Her hair didn't come out as smoothly out of the fabric softener. So then we will go to our cold water to set it, and then I will put her on a stand to dry with her hair ponytail hanging all the way straight down. I can get it as straight as possible before her haircut. Here she is after her first treatment of cleaning, and I have some basic hair cutting skills from high school classes, but I'm not confident, so I've used my tape to make me a cutting line. I'm going to do this and then I'm going to tidy it so it's not a blunt cut. Let's see how this goes. Well, here she is cut. She's looking good already. The last section I just did it with a finger comb before I did it so it wouldn't fluff. Now I've combed her down and you can see my unevenness and I've combed it where I want it. Quickly, let me do a shout out for first and the last, which was Brianna Kimura. Thanks for watching and commenting, and appreciate that. So she is a little greasy, so after this I am going to give her a Goo Gone wash and maybe some laundry detergent to try and get some more. I've been reading up on it. Apparently it's a pretty big problem. So anyway, so it's not so blunt, and then we'll floof at the ends. I am going to proceed to go through. I have it where I like it, and then I'm going to pull it up and then just cut the ends just a little bit to make the top piece be just a little bit shorter than the bottom piece, and then when it falls it'll be a layered look. And that's what I'm going to do. Hashtag as is. She's doing good. I used that Goo Gone and massaged it in for 10 minutes, and that was a greasy mess. But then I used the laundry detergent to wash it all out, and I could actually feel the greasiness going away. So here's to hoping it's going to work out. I have put rubber bands around. The gist of resetting on the hot water is to control it. It is very fluffy, especially with the short side, and I really want that down. So I got the rubber bands holding it down. And then I just put a little curl on the tip. So we got our hot water. This microwave for 2 minutes. Let's set her in there. Careful when you microwave the bowls, they can get hot. Do that for just a little bit. Doesn't need much. Just want to break that fluff that was happening. 30 seconds. I'm beginning to get a little excited about this now because it's looking good. The fabric softener, oh, and I did dip it in the fabric softener after I used the laundry detergent. Maybe that's not needed, but I just like doing it for getting rid of the smell, and her smell is going away, that funky smell. Put it in the cold. And if you leave a little fabric softener in and don't rinse it too hard, or just don't rinse it, only let what it gets out of these bowls rinsed, it leaves a little bit of a wet look. I kind of like it. I've done that a lot. But it's not stiff. That's pretty neat. I'll put in some pictures from the Scaris ones I did. And that look happened with them, and it looks really good. Now, just going to let her put her on her stand. Oops, whoops. Hard to do this one-handed. I'm going to just move it around a little bit, make sure I'm happy with where it's laying. I want that curl to go this way. And I'm just going to let her dry. She's a little scalpy, because of course she was rooted for her hair to go straight up in that ponytail. Oh, let's see how she looks. I think she's just definitely going to be, I wouldn't do this if I had a NEFERA original just to do it, but considering the fix-up we had to do, I think this is going to be better than it was. Here we go. Let's see how this worked out. Great. Just a little bit of curl at the end. I'm going to cut these off because I just don't want to take the chance of pulling any up. Oh, that's not working out very good. Alrighty. What do we have here? A much better looking NEFERA with an asymmetrical haircut. I think I'm gonna brush that up a little bit Because in this case, I think we need just a little bit of fluff up here, more body. But all in all, I think we have saved this doll instead of putting it in the trash. What do you think? Let us know, my little Super Buddies Forever family.